Hi, my name is Cheryl Harding. I am a realtor with Coldwell Banker, and I have listed the 61 acres on Rock Creek Road. Along with that comes another 19 acres for, I think, a total of, 80 acres for $100,000. Yeah, it's a good deal. But there's a few things that I want to tell you about it to save us all a little bit of time. So that's why I'm making this video. First of all, it is beautiful property, beautiful views, but it is lovingly called Goat Hill because it's on a slope. So it's a challenging property. There looks like there could be a build site. I think there is, but that's up to the buyer to check that out. I'll show you the color-coded plat map here. As you can see right down there, that little curve there, that is the 19 acres on that side, and the rest of the yellow is the 61 acres. That curve there is the South Fork on the American River, and this plat map will show that there are no easements other than the poles that go through, and of course Rock Creek Road goes through. So I kind of wanted to show you that, tell you a little bit about the property first. Now, why is it going so inexpensively? We have some disclosures that come with it. Where are those? And this is the vacant land disclosure, and there's lots to go with that and some supporting paperwork on the back. That should all be included on the site that you're going on to not only access this video, but to also access all this documentation. So what it says in there is, one, it was an illegal grow site. It's not, the sellers didn't know anything about it. In fact, they received a call. They hadn't been on the property for years and years. They received a call last year in 2020 and saying that there was marijuana growing on their property. It was being seized, and pretty much they had to prove that it was an illegal grow and there was trespassers, of which they did. They didn't, it wasn't theirs. They got that taken care of with the sheriff department, and once that was taken care of, then all of a sudden Fish and Wildlife, they received a notice from Fish and Wildlife saying that there was a violation. And we kind of think what happened was Fish and Wildlife was up there at the same time the sheriff department was up there seizing the crops. And when they did that, they cited a few things, thinking they were going to throw the book at these growers, illegal growers. And so they cited the property. Well, you couldn't really take this back. So in the meantime, the seller had to fix the problem. They had to get a civil engineer. That's another report that you have here. But probably the most important thing is that they have the remediation was completed. So in these documentations, you will see that the seller has completed the remediation on the property. Let's see, third. Okay, so now then after they kind of get that taken care of, they put gates up because they really don't want anyone else coming in and accessing the property. They actually put some cameras up too. There's surveillance up there, so don't go up there without letting me know first. But so in the meantime, some concerned citizens decided that the road that the growers had cut through was a fire access road, and they were tearing down the gates. So the seller has done a lot of work. There's a couple emails that's attached here. One's with the Mosquito Fire District, and the other one is with Garden Valley. Both fire chiefs said that there was not a fire access road through the property, and the preliminary report also states the same thing. And then going back to this color-coded plat map, it will also confirm there's not a fire access road on there. So since we've gone through all this, or they've gone through all this, we think someone may have spoke to them and told them to quit tearing down the gate and trespassing on this property, and there haven't been any problems for some time now. So, but just want to disclose that. One other item, there is a well, an illegal well on the property that the growers put in, probably just to water the plants, and you might think, well, that's good, but actually it's too close to the neighbor's property. So along with some of the documentations, we also have some environmental management that talks about wells and easements and things like that, and which will prove that this well is not a legal well. Don't know who put it in. So that being said, not to mention this property is $100,000 and it will only go for cash. So whoever wants to buy it has to have $100,000 cash. The seller absolutely will not carry. They are done with this property. So before anyone can see it, we are asking, the seller's asking that you provide me with proof of funds, $100,000 to purchase it, and that you give that to me. Once I get that, and you know that the buyer has actually looked at some of these disclosures and understands what's going on, then we'll set an appointment. There are surveillance cameras out there, so we'll set an appointment. So I need to know when you're going up, the kind of car you're having, approximately what time you're going up. And I'll give you all of the other detailed instructions on how to access the property at that time, because it's not just like go up and walk on the property at all. So again, there is what I believe is a flat spot up there that I think you can build on, and the sellers really have never walked much of the property at all. They've never even been down on that 19 acres. So if you have any further questions, just give me a call. Hopefully this answers a lot of them, and I'm kind of, the purpose of this is to not have to repeat myself over and over again on what's happened with this property. And we're just looking for serious buyers is the plan. So again, my name is Cheryl Harding. I am with Coldwell Banker. I'm sure you've got my information. Feel free to call me. The sellers just want the property sold, okay? Hopefully I'll hear from you. Take care.